y'all. Let me tell y'all a quick story that I've been holding in the vault. Okay, like let me tell you something about New York men. First of all, this story it just gave me the ick. Like men are really like they're like ill. Literally, men will really try to humble you because they know that you are a particular woman, or they know you know who you are. Like they really be trying to, especially these New York men. Let me tell you guys another time I had like a horrible dating experience real quick before I go back to break. I mean off break. I had this guy in my DMs for weeks. Writing me. Never wrote back. So one day he wrote me. He was like, "What shoe size you wear?" So I'm not gonna lie. That got my attention. Bitch, what you mean what shoe size I wear? What you got
Of
for me?
course.
So I wrote him. I was like, "This my shoe size." I was like, "What? Are you asking me because you bored, or you really trying to buy me something?" He like, "Oh, I'm trying to buy you something." So I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "As a matter of fact, I really want to take you shopping. Like, why not? You're beautiful. Like." So I wrote him back. I was like, "You capping?" He like, "What?" He's like, "We can go tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about?" So I'm like, "Okay." Hang up on you. Call my friend. So I called my friend. I was like, "Yeah, this guy's over here. Like, he want to take me shopping. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, like I've never encountered something like this. Like, this is like, I don't know. I feel like it's too good to be true. She's like, all right, boom. So this is what we're gonna do. She was like, I'm coming to your neighborhood. She was like, we're gonna go into the city together, right? She was like, I'm gonna act like a sales associate at the store, or I'm gonna act like, it's a coincidence that we both in the same room. So she was like, when he's there with you, after you get a few of your pieces or whatever, you can leave. Like, because we don't know if this man is crazy or not, or whatever. So she's just
Wow,
like,
they was
nah,
trying to
we
set
just
him
going
up.
there together. I'm like, cool. The day for me to meet with him in the store, he was like, we're going to Soho and Birdoff, right? So, no, not Birdoff, Saks. So he's like, oh, we're gonna go to Saks. We're gonna go to Soho. I'm like, okay, cool. So he like, meet me in Saks. So the day come for us to go out to do the shopping. It don't happen. Something happened on his end. So I'm like, oh, I'm calling his bluff. I'm like, oh, this man is just full of shit at this point. Blah blah blah. Now, 2 weeks go by. He texts me. He's like, yo, when are we doing this? Like, so now I'm like,
2 weeks.
maybe he's not bullshitting because I never brought it up or anything like that. I literally left it as what it was. Like, oh, you're just full of shit. You're BSing. So he's like, nah, like let's go. So I was like, okay, like I'm free this day, da 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 da. I'm free on Sunday, blah blah blah. He's like, all right, cool, bet, let's go. In the morning, text him good morning.
Yo, the fact that she already was feeling a little bit antsy to the point where she had to tell her homegirl, like, girl, you might have to come with me. They had a whole plan to set them up and everything to just go on a shopping spree and just dip out. Bro, that's crazy because you was willing to risk your safety just for a free shopping spree. Between the broke nail on her nails, it's giving real broke vibes, all right? But let's see how this went.
He like, oh, I'm getting up right now. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm getting myself ready to like go meet you. He's like, bet. So this time I didn't tell my friend. The reason why I didn't tell my friend was because like I just felt like it was too good to be true. And I'm also telling myself like, Mona, you're in a public place. What's the worst thing that could happen to you? Then you actually do go shopping with this man and you might go to lunch or whatever and
You went by
call it a day.
yourself?
I'm like, you'll be good. My friends have my location, whatever. So I go to the city. Keep in mind, I did this early in the morning just so I can go take care of my other errands. I had appointments that day just so like I didn't like know what the circumstances were gonna be with this man. Bitch, did they take a motherfucking turn for real? So he calls me. He's like, yo, where you at? I was like, I'm 20 minutes out. He like, I bet, cool. I'm about to leave. I'm like, okay. But from my end, I can hear cars. I think he was driving. I hear cars. I pay attention to stuff like that, right? So I get
Smart.
there. He told me his ETA. So I wrote him. I was like, hey, I'm here. He goes, I'm on the third floor. I'm like, okay. I go to the third floor. He goes to the third floor. It's women's. So I'm thinking, oh, he's already on the floor to see maybe what store we going to. I get to the third floor. I don't see no one. I'm like, okay. I call him. He
I
don't
like
answer the
this.
phone.
I like how it's going.
So I'm like, okay, mind you, I had to pee. So I went back downstairs. I was like, you know what? Let me go use the bathroom. I'm gonna finish using the bathroom and I'll figure out where he's at. If anything, he'll come get me at the door. Cause bitch, I'm not about to be waiting on no floor. And you know how these stores are already. Like when you there as a brown sister, they don't matter how much money you got or what you look like. They always think you're sketchy. They probably think you up to no good. That's how these people are. Like they profile you. I'm a sales associate myself. I've seen my colleagues do it to other people that look like me. That's what they do in the designer stores. They don't
The
care.
fact that you talking about them looking at you crazy as if you're about to do something crazy, meanwhile you about to scam a man, is wild. How did you find space to throw in here that you're a victim in any circumstance right now, knowing you about to scam this man, and you found a way to throw in there how, yeah, you know, as a black woman, I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong, but you about to scam this man. As a black man, you got women like you trying to go for shopping sprees and then dip on them. You done dubbed his whole DM, and now all of a sudden he got a shopping spree for you, and you ran out the house. You got dressed, told your homegirl. Now I mean, like, you to scam all this.
Downstairs and pee. He texts me. He's like, I'm by men's coat. I was like, it's impossible that you're by men's coat because the floor I was on was strictly women. I was like, you're on this floor. He goes, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I get out the elevator. I'm on the men's floor now. I'm looking. I still don't see nobody. I'm figuring, like, if you're going to meet me, you're going to be at least by the elevator or something, right? No. So I call him. He's like, where you at? He's like, I'm in the back by men's coat. So I'm walking. I'm seeing Laura Piana. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing Tom Ford. I still don't see nobody. He's like, where exactly are you? I was like, I'm in front of Tom Ford. He's like, I'm going to come get you. I'm like, okay. So I don't know where I left off, but he was like, oh, I'm coming to get you. So I'm feeling a little crazy now because I've been standing in front of Tom Ford for just a bit too long. And the sales associate, they coming up to me like, hey, you need help, da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just waiting for someone or whatever. So, y'all, I was like, you know what, Mona, go downstairs. This man will come get you. Stop standing in front of these people's stuff because you look crazy. You look sketchy as fuck. I was like, I'm a little ashy. I was like, all right, cool. As I'm heading, y'all, to the elevator, I pull out my phone to text him like, yo, I don't know where you at. I don't see you. I'm going to wait for you outside or downstairs. Before I pull out my phone to my messages, he texts me. He goes, yo, you really an asshole. Huh? So I'm like, what? I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, I'm so confused. He was like, yeah, fuck you, thought. He goes, I hate bitches like you. Always want something for like. He goes, no, always wanting something for nothing. Ass bitches. Like, I don't like bitches like you. Going off. I'm like,
Damn.
have a good day, sir. Have a good day.
That
Like,
nigga violated.
you're fucking insane. You thought.
Nah, he
you
took a
ate,
W. He took a
thought
W.
You ate. You thought you
He did.
lured me into a store, a department store.
That's exactly what happened. You went into the store, you got dressed, went into the store. Let's see what else you try to act like didn't really happen. Like, because that's exactly what happened. You went into the store looking for this man, and he wasn't even there.
You thought you made me look crazy?
Shorty, you was walking up and down the stairs looking for a ghost. You was looking for ghosts from power. Like, yo, there was nobody there. You look crazy. What do you mean? To anybody that's watching you from the outside, like, let's just say somebody was just standing, you know, a bystander just watching you. They watch you going up and down the stairs, in and out of stores. You got people at the store looking at you like, yo, why this lady standing here not buying nothing? So you look crazy. You even said that. So he took a W. He took 2 W's with both of the things you've already said.
I don't look crazy. I don't. I'm sorry. You look crazy because it just
Delusion.
taught me one thing. You have nothing really going for yourself. You're bored as hell, and you know how to approach women is with money because you have nothing else to really show for it, or like you're literally like you thought you ate, and then the whole day, y'all, as I'm leaving, he kept chastising me, like writing me crying emojis, like wham 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 wham.
He violated.
Bitch, I got bread in my pocket. I'm actually about to go meet with my homegirls, and we're going to have a few drinks, and we're gonna.
Wait,
He kept chastising me,
she
like
said
writing me
what?
crying emojis, like wham 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 wham. I'm like, bitch, I got bread in my pocket. I'm actually
She
about to
got
go
money.
meet with my homegirls, and we're going to have a few drinks, and we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna just realize how much of a fucking weirdo you are. Oh my god, I'm mad actually. Don't mind this. How much of a like loser you really are. Like men will really try to humble you. I feel like he tried to use this because like I never paid attention to him in the first place, and now
Of
oh let me get
if you have money, why did you jump at the thought of free clothes from somebody you don't like? Why did you risk your safety and go to the mall with a stranger without your friend to get some free clothes if you have money? He exposed the gold digger in you. Gold diggers get gold digger vibes. You was gonna try to play him. He played you. You done wasted your gas. You done wasted time. You done got dressed. Everything. And it's so funny how these women that are getting caught up looking like catfishes and these dudes are holding them accountable for being catfishes. They always throw on there the fact that they got money. But why y'all always in these circumstances where y'all not trying to pay for whatever's happening? Like, why you not paying for your shopping spree? Why you ain't just keep going shopping? Why you dip out and then go some $12 drinks on a happy hour? Why you clearly need some clothes, so why you ain't get your clothes? Why you ain't get your clothes, miss? I got money and I got bread. Like, what you like? Why you ain't get the clothes then?
back at her because that's really what it was. Let me get back at her, and it's like nothing happened. I went
Yes,
by
it
my
did.
day. I had a few drinks with my girls. I had a ball.
She should have kept this to herself.
You didn't humble me. He didn't. And like I feel like any girl would have went on this free trip. Like who a free shopping? Like what the fuck? Why not? You want to take me shopping, bitch? I'm there. I'm gonna go grab my stuff. Like what a corny ass nigga you are. Like you're corny. Boo 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 boo. Tomatoes. You didn't humble me. Like nothing came out of this. Like I just realized that you are a loser. And you probably did this to other women before because y'all, if I show you what this man looks like, he looks like a fucking thumb. A thumb. Like a fucking ogre.
I ain't gonna lie, you kind of giving thumb vibes too. Yo, the more I watch this, I'm like, you kind of give thumb vibes too. Like, y'all mean y'all probably look alike. Like,
You look like a thumb. You thought you ate, but you didn't.
I'm sorry.
And nothing you ever say would ever embarrass somebody like me. Because, bitch, what? I work in a whole department store. I get these stuff on the regular. So, you didn't humble me, babe.
How you get these things on a regular, but you jumped up to go out with a man that looks like a thumb, wanted him to buy you some free fits from a department that you work at, like for some stuff that you could have got for free already? Why in this story doesn't it end with you having any clothes? That's what I'm trying to understand. Where is your clothes, ma'am? Clearly you needed clothes. The man didn't come. You still need clothes, all right? You have money, but you didn't buy clothes. Like, I don't get it. It sounds like you didn't have the money for the fall season, for the school shopping. You ain't have no more uniform pants. So you seen a free meal. You hurry up and ran out the door because you needed it. It's okay, though. Like, don't throw that on him. Make it seem like he's a bird for exposing you. A woman of some type of substance is not looking to con nobody out of getting some free clothes, lady. Why? Because their conscience will feel some type of way. A woman like you, a user, feels like all women do this. I mean, shit, why wouldn't I go get a free meal? Why wouldn't I go get some free clothes? Why? Because you shouldn't be using people. You shouldn't be acting like you're interested just to get something out of somebody and then running off on them. You shouldn't play in nobody's face like that. She didn't even take her friend. She was that desperate to get some free clothes. So anything could have happened to you. You done convince yourself that it's okay to run that risk all because you was that desperate to get some free clothes. but then end the video out saying, I got bread. Now, if he did take you shopping and he went on this shopping spree and splurged on you and went crazy and all this, just because he was happy that he finally could get you in his presence, he would have been a bozo. Fellas, don't be a sucker. Ladies, stop playing in men's faces, because that was very dangerous. I know, like, we joking and stuff, but that's very dangerous. And there's a lot of women that will jump at some money that's dangling in front of their face, and men know that. Like, oh, this woman been playing in my face this whole time. Dangle some money, she's gonna run out the door, and now you at his leisure. You threw all safety precautions out the window. I'm happy nothing happened to you, but for the ladies out there that is thinking you could play with a man like this, think about that. This could have went way left. The same way how he lured her into the mall, he could have lured her somewhere else. You know what I mean? Just it would have been different circumstances. That's how people get kidnapped. That's how things happen to people, because you are so thirsty and you're trying to play in somebody's face when they're 10 steps ahead of you. Yo, click that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on my post notifications. Yo, I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, so we are now monetized. I just want to really shout out to y'all, and say thank you. If it wasn't for y'all, I would not be able to be monetized right now, so I just want to say thank you to everybody that smashed that subscribe button, because honestly, it is free, but you'd be surprised a lot of people won't press the button. All right, so I really want to say thank you, and we're going to grow this channel. We're going to grow a family. I'm going to start a Discord. I'm going to start a Patreon, and if you want to support the channel even more, you can either send a super thanks at the bottom of this video, or you can become a member of my channel or whatever and just, support your boy. And I'll have perks, coming out down the line as I learn this, But anyways, hey, man, it's been your boy, Tybuggy. Until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace.